Hey folks, welcome to Accounting 202 online through HSB for the second summer session. It runs June 24th to August 1st at 5 p.m. That 5 p.m. on the last day of class is extremely important to me. So you need to have all your work completed before 5 p.m. on August 1. Okay, so I'm going to take you and show you how to get around through the class. So open up your Blackboard. That's the first thing because everything is done through Blackboard. Find the course that's 19 Summer. The call number is 5. It's the Summer 202 Arranged. Click on it. I presume you've already logged into Blackboard, so I've logged in and I got my classes. So the first thing you'll see is an announcement that I haven't put in yet that'll say the class is live and you can view the video at. Then you have a welcome. The welcome says that the most valuable document is the Excel syllabus, which you can find in course information on the left-hand menu, which is right here. Then the next most valuable document is the Word syllabus. This is how to reach me. And I purposely set up the class so that your grade depends on the amount of work you do. So the more you work, the better grade you get, okay? Every bit of work has to be submitted by 5 p.m. on August 1. If it's not, you don't get to turn it in, okay? I've got fall classes to prep for. I'd like to have a little bit of a summer break, and this is the only way I can take it is if you get your work done on time. So let's work together and get everything done in a timely manner. Okay, I'm going to go to course information, and in there you're going to find a Word syllabus, an Excel syllabus, the textbook information, and there's more textbook information in the Excel syllabus. The main thing is you need to have the book and the software by the day class starts. If you don't have those then you should consider strongly taking Accounting 202 another semester. Because we are not wasting any time in this class, and you got to be able to start the class running. Okay, let's go to the Excel syllabus. The first thing I want you to notice is that it says it's Accounting 202 online summer 2019 call number 5. The link for the video will be right here. I haven't put it in yet because I'm recording the video right now. Alright, this tells you how to register for Connect through Blackboard. So you go into Blackboard, go to Week 1 module, click on any Connect assignment, which you'll see at the very bottom of the Week 1 assignment stuff. Once you click on it, you will see a choice to put in a Connect code that you've already purchased, or you'll be able to purchase a code, or you can choose their 14-day grace period. Okay, that code also comes with an ebook, so you have access to that if you like ebooks. You have to do every assignment through Blackboard. Do not go directly to the Connect website, because then you're not going to have any assignments to do, okay? And that's not right. All right, in an online class, we have to have discussion boards. So you're going to go to Accounting 202 on Blackboard, and you're going to access the discussion board through the left-hand menu item. So I'll show you where it is. So we're on the left-hand menu. Here's discussion forums. I should probably rename it, but I never do. Okay, you have a place in here to ask any general questions that you're not understanding about the setup of the class. And for the first week, I'm going to try really hard to check those and see if there's any questions there. Otherwise, I want you to just contact me if you have questions. Here are the rules about when they're due. Here are the expectations, what I want to see and what I'm not going to comment about when I reply to your, when I grade your discussion boards. So you can see if I've counted off something on each item, it'll tell you what to look for. To get to the discussion boards, so go to each one, discussion board week 1, you're going to click on that link, then you're going to click on the next link that pops up. You are not going to be able to create your own thread. Instead, you're going to reply to the thread that I created that has the question on it. And I know that some students don't like that, but it makes it 1,000 times easier for me to grade those. And without it, I have a heck of a time getting them graded. So we're going to go click on that. I'm going to click on this link, and do not create a thread. Okay, click on the next link for DB week 1. And here is where you find what I want you to reply to. So I'm going to try a different kind of discussion board this summer. I have not been happy at all seeing one person answer the discussion board and a lot of the remaining students appear to be copying and pasting the same answer for their initial post. I don't think you learn what you need to learn when you do that, if you are one of the ones that have done that in the past. This summer, this is what I'm going to do for most of the discussion boards. There are a couple in here that are a little bit different. So after you read some of each chapter for the week, write out at least one question per chapter about a topic or concept you're having trouble understanding. Design your question to be as specific as possible. The more specific you get, the better answer you're going to get. Include the chapter number in your question, especially on the chapters that have 2 or 3 chapters for the week. For week 1, we only have 1 chapter, so just say from chapter 1, what is or what are, and you put your question in, like what's the difference between a fixed cost and a variable cost. In the chapters that have more than 1 chapter, make sure you do that for every single chapter. And when you reply to your classmates, include the chapter number and the question that you asked in your reply. And then, probably not so much for the first week, but for weeks after that, I want you to tell me if your classmates were able to answer your questions to your satisfaction so that you can keep learning more. And then to put in your initial post, you hit reply and move on. If you need to edit, you see how all those choices went away? Hover back at reply, and I think students have the choice to edit. I'm not positive, but I think they do. Okay, so we're going to go back. I'm going to go back here to the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, you're going to have graded homework and mastery exercise, and you're going to access them through Connect through Blackboard only. So you go to Accounting 202 on Blackboard, access each item through each week's module. Okay, grades, you're going to have grades for discussion boards, graded homework, and mastery exercises, and a reflection paper that is due at 8 a.m. Thursday, August 1. So the reason I want it to be 8 a.m. is because I want all day to get those graded. I want to work on grading the discussion boards. As long as you've done your 2 replies by then, I can get it graded. And my goal is to get grades submitted as soon as possible after 5 p.m. on August 1. So that I can have a break and get prepped for fall classes. Okay, on Blackboard, you're going to see 4 columns for grades. Discussion board total points, graded homework total points, mastery exercise total points, and reflection paper grade. And then this is really Wink's total points. So what I want you to do You're not going to see grades by chapter, only in total, and I want you to keep up with your grades and confirm that my grades are the same as yours. And I provided a way for you to do that. So go to Grade Sheet, which is the second tab. Here, I've told you what's going to be graded: discussion boards, graded homework, mastery exercises, and your paper. It has by week how many total points you're going to get. Okay? In week 6, there's only a discussion board and a reflection paper. And I put the due date for all the graded homework and mastery exercises as August 1st at 5 p.m. We all have lives. Some weeks are more hectic than others. Work ahead as you can. If you can't, keep up with it as best you can during that week. And if all else fails, then you can come in and finish up graded homework and mastery exercises. I think there's only 4 days in week 6. So you have 4 days to get those wrapped up and submitted by 5 p.m. And I want the paper at 8 a.m. on August 1. Here's how your grade will be divvied up. Notice you have 1,020 points. So you have 20 extra credit points built in to the semester. The grade is based on 1,000 total points. So I guess if you get all the points on these 3 items, you could skip 1 discussion board. I don't recommend doing that. Okay, 900 gets you an A, 800 gets you a B. You understand how that goes, I bet. Okay, now the way I want you to keep up with your grades, you can copy and paste this worksheet into your Excel file. So you hit copy, however you do, open up an Excel file for you, paste it in, and you're good to go. And then as you earn points, that should be here. Copy and paste. There we go. As you earn points in week 1's discussion board, then put the points I give you in here. As you earn them on homework, put them in there. As you earn them on mastery, put them in there. As you get your paper, put it here. Okay, so because I make mistakes, you make mistakes. So I want you to keep up with your grades so that you know how you're standing in the class, and then make sure that they agree with what I have for you, because that makes a difference. Okay, let's go to the weekly course modules now. Let me show you how they're kind of set up. So you have week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, you've got plenty of reminders about when that reflection paper is due. I don't want any excuses for being late on that. And I'd say by the time you get to week 5, you're okay to go ahead and get it written. And it's nothing too big. While I'm on the reflection paper, let me just tell you, if you go back to your Excel spreadsheet and go to the tabs at the bottom, you've got reflection paper instructions. This tells you what I'm looking for. Okay? If you do not give me 3 things you learned in the class, then on the grading rubric for the reflection paper, you will not get the 16 full points for the 3 things you learned in the class. So make sure you look at this rubric before you write your paper and include all 12 of these items. And if you don't have something that you don't particularly like about the class, you don't have any suggestions for improvement for me, just say that, okay, and I'll give you the full points. But if I can make improvements in the class, I want to know what they are, okay? So let me know. This is kind of how I evaluate what you think of the class. It's an opinion paper. I can only grade general writing. I want you to write it as close to APA format as you can. You can Google APA format and learn what that is. It's a big, long, complicated format. For the most part, these are the things I'm looking for. In addition to what I wrote there, if you quote any of your textbook, I want a citation and a reference for that quote. Your deliverable is 1 or 2 pages. 3 or 4 is fine. I do not want to read a book. Short, sweet, to the point, complete sentences, well-spelled words, use paragraphs for each thought. You have to submit the reflection paper via an assignment in Blackboard, and here's a video to tell you how to do that. Okay, back to Blackboard. In week 6, which is when that reflection paper is due, it has, if you click here on reflection paper, you can type out the paper in here, or you can, it's taking its own sweet time here, or you can browse your computer and add what you've already written, either way. So I'm going to cancel that. I've tried to provide you with the instructions in several places and the due date in several places, so don't mess it up, please. Okay, let's go back to week 1, because all the weeks are pretty much designed like week 1. So I'm going to click on week 1. The chapter 1 lecture notes are there. When you click on the link, I want you to see that the header says 8th edition for Brewer. That way you know you have the right lecture notes there. All right, I'm going to close that out. If you had not had me before, the lecture notes follow the book. I've worked hard on them over the years, and I put some little tips and tidbits in there of things that is like Wink's way to learn how to do whatever it is. And it's pretty much what I want you to gain out of the chapter. Then I've done the same thing for the homework. For your graded homework, there should be a tab at the bottom that matches the graded homework that's listed on your Excel syllabus. I also have done the concept checks that are within the chapter, so if you want to study those and check how to work it, if you missed the question, you can do that here as well. All right, I'm going to close that out. Oh, that Excel homework is identical to the textbook. The numbers match the same exercises and problems that are in your book. Your homework, to the extent they have it available, is all algorithmic, which means it's the very same problem that's in your book, but with different numbers. Every student gets different numbers. On the graded homework, you get to go back and revise the previous attempt. On the mastery exercises, you have to start over with those if you want to get a better grade on it. Okay, for the first several chapters, I don't remember how many, I have worksheets and videos for important concepts within that chapter. I highly recommend that you look at these and study them, because it gives you information on how I set up my problems, how I work them, and hopefully it'll just help you learn better and faster. And then you've got the graded homework, and you click it and it'll take you directly to the software and you start working it. And the chapter 1 mastery exercises. Okay, so let's go to week 2 and let me show you what's different. Every week is set up identical, okay? In week 2, let's go to week 2. Okay, you've got lecture notes, homework, videos, and then chapter 3, okay? Lecture notes, homework, and then the videos here are good for chapters 2 and 3. And then you've got the graded homework and the mastery. So this is what I did. I don't know if it's going to make it easier for you guys or not, but it's going to be easier to gather grades. So here I have lumped chapters 2 and 3 homework together, and I've lumped 2 and 3 mastery exercises together. Okay, so if you go to the graded homework, oh, I'm already way over my time limit. Okay, you can, I'm going to go to the student assignment view. Okay, and it's in progress. Okay, so once you finish, I'm pretty sure that you can, here's assignment details. No? Okay, I don't know how to do it from a student standpoint, but always save and exit, okay? And when you continue, it'll take you to the first one. Always save and exit, which should be at the bottom of the screen after you get there, okay? And I am going to go back to the instructor view. After you save and exit, if it gives you the link to go return to Blackboard, make sure you do that, because I think that is how Connect records the grades. So if you don't save and exit and record and return to Blackboard, your grade doesn't get saved, and that would make you most unhappy. Same thing for mastery exercises. Okay, let's go back to the Excel syllabus. Okay, here's your week 1. It is set up. It tells you what's due and the absolute final due date and some recommended due dates. Okay, and the points that are available for week 1. It has lecture notes, homework, worksheet videos. In Connect, you have to do those problems. And then these are the things that I've typed in on Blackboard. You can read them here if you want. You don't have to. Week 2. Okay, notice it's chapters 3 and 4. It's chapters 2 and 3. You know, I set it up earlier and then I changed my mind about what I was doing each week. So 2 and 3, so you've got all the information for chapter 2 and 3, and then I've got the homework separated out. So if you want to practice it beforehand, you've got it by chapter. If you want to, you have to do it on Connect, and then it's lumped together. And it's that way for week 3, which is chapters 4, 5, and 6. Week 4 is chapters 7, 8, 9. Week 5 is chapters 10, 11, 12. Week 6 is your catch-up week. Get your paper turned in, and you're done. Okay? So if you want, you could be through with this class by July 28th. That's no skin off my back if you do that. Okay, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. Let's go back to the overview tab and just make sure. Okay, there's information about discussion boards, your homework, your mastery, your paper. Okay, this is another way to register. You know, I'm just going to delete it. You don't need that. I'm probably not going to put that link in there. So that ought to give you what you need.